Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. Does it get begins
on the cooler, on the side. Well, where else? Where else, He cut up, huh?
Fielding just outside the goal line.
Boy, you cutting up. Boy, you stupid. You cutting up out there. Yeah. 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 What you doing? You putting the fireplace on there? Yeah, all right. What is that? What drop? Out the what? Oh, out the freezing. The thing is frozen and ain't shattered. Yeah, I'm at home. No, it rained out. I'm at home. Yeah, that's what I just said. They rained us out. It just rained us out. Shout, man. Yeah, Marv home. Right, that ain't shit. Sit your ass down. Right. It's a blessing, bitch. You could do that standing on your head. You must have wanted to come home for Christmas, huh? We got next Christmas. Yeah, that ain't good.
The Steelers offense here about ready for the next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago with pick six, so we'll see if they can take another carry to throw all this
way. Maul better sit his stupid ass down. Yeah, for real, them people gonna lose this, bro. Sit your ass down.
They snap it and run. Now it's Preston.
Cutting up, huh? Yeah. But it's the truth. But it's the truth, nigga. I got rules. Shot and fluffy on the other line. I'm gonna click you in a second. I'm gonna click you in. Hold on. Gotta click you. Yeah. Hello? Got bumming on there, you heard me?
But it's a big play. They've got to hold up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. RG3. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready?
4th down. Here's RG3. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And he will take this one. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Into the air right away is Allen. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 2nd and inches, Allen. He's got the Hall of Famer, Harold Carmichael. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's a strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cam Chancellor, he can do it all. This time it's a sack on the safety blitz.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he is going to have the Saints first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk. 17 yards there on 4th down.
Let's go now.
The man in motion left here, Johnson. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst. A pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd down, and back they go to Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Griffin now to throw on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. Man open. Harold Carmichael complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. We're scoreless after 1. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devin Hester, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Hit for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I can beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a kill, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Griffin. Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Griffin. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Curse in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. Here's Griffin. That's swung out wide to Sanders. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. The sack by Julius Peppers. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Throwing again on second and 10. Allen, and that's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Alert!
To throw, it's Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Here's Hester. Oh, what a move. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space,
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. 18 running. 18 running. Tap.
Third and long. It's Griffin. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And Too Tall Jones providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks. And now they're staring at a 4th and long. Blake Gillikin on the punt here as he'll send this one away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on first and 10. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Allen. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds?
Touchdown 49ers. Greg Olsen, 33 yards. And the 49ers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Johnson goes in motion left. Here's Peyton up the middle. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin, and that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
They'll indeed go for it with Griffin. Got a man complete, Calvin Johnson. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Let's go. Buffalo 18. 3, 19 tight.
Now it's Griffin. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action. Griffin. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Go, Reed, go!
On 2nd and 7, Griffin. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw is RG3. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Greg Olsen.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off off we go from Las Vegas. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay, ready? Go, check, go, check.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The man in motion left here, Johnson. Now a handoff inside, it's Payton. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Ready? Check pass, check pass.
Now it's Griffin. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. On the keeper, and it's 4th down. Decision time, opening drive here. What would you do?
There is no decision for me. I'm the visitor. I'm on the road. I've moved the ball downfield. I've got momentum. I'm going for it right here. Look at that play sheet. Pick out your best play.
And even if you don't get it, then your defense is going to have a really good situation on the other side.
Exactly. And in fact, though, I'm not even telling my defense to get ready. I'm telling them to get ready to celebrate because we're going to score.
Going for it with Sanders. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Saints are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Throwing on first down is Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They snap it at one. Now it's Griffin. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early. And that's they had a touchdown on their opening drive. And now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Johnson goes in motion left. Now a give. It's Peyton. Down to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 41, Griffin. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Allen now looks to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Allen's throw is complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Griffin. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Griffin. He gets this one to Johnson. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Calvin Johnson, 48 yards. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Raiders nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on it, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. This is brought in by Casper. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the Hall of Famer, Harold Carmichael. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Second and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He hits Adams, complete. Now a signal and a timeout call. As as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Allen again. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, trips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Mixon on the counter. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. Go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From midfield now, here's Griffin. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. There's Griffin to throw. Touchdown, Washington. Cooper Kupp, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The man in in motion left here, Johnson. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Second down, and back they go to Sanders. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, Griffin. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Fourth down. Here's RG3. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 12. Mix it up the middle. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
To throw is RG3. Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
On the jump.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop it behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to look to the drawing board with that call.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. RG3 outside of the pocket. You know that's where he can be really dangerous with the feet or here the arm.
And that scares defenses in a big way because his ability to break ranks and still make big throws or, as you suggested, take off and go, how do you defend that when he's on his game?
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They go play action with Griffin. Oh, he's got Hester complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Griffin. And his throw here is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Griffin. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Calvin Johnson, 51 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Griffin. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3rd and long. It's Griffin. He's got Casper over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Griffin.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop the Rangers. Stop the Rangers. Three.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now Griffin. Completes it to Carmichael out on the right side. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Check pass.
From the 30 on second down, Griffin.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On first down, Griffin.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw on second and 10, Griffin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The open scheme going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Griffin will throw again. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Johnson goes in motion left. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Right there, hurt.
Griffin. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Hey, check that, street.
Running right, here's Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a game that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Griffin. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Gano's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Again, it's Mixon. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Come back team! Come back team!
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he's got some space here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Joe Mixon, 37 yards. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Griffin.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to stay in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Griffin.
He's got Johnson.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Connecting with Johnson.
And some room to roam now.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Griffin.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
Down inside the 10.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow,
Wow!
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. People to catch it on the ground.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And they're down to 17 seconds now here after the spike.
Here's Griffin. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Saints have just about...
Okay, I love you. Bye-bye. Get the fuck on out of here, nigga. Curtains. Let's go. What you said, Bummer? Yeah, that's what I'm playing. When? 26th of November? 26th of November, what that is? That's the Thanksgiving weekend, huh? Let me see. I think that's next weekend, huh? Yeah, that's next weekend. I'm gonna be old. That's a Saturday. What, do you got a birthday party? That nigga, chew cutting up, huh? Ooh, that nigga Chew ain't playing. Damn, boy. Did it do what, Bummer? Oh, that whole just on stupid. That whole retarded. You know she fuck with old, man. That nigga crazy. Tell what that nigga said? That nigga, that's stupid. That nigga crazy. $55. How old Gee is? That nigga Gee look good. Will I get 35? I don't think I'm gonna get no 35. No. You don't sound like nothing coming from you. There ain't nothing. You ain't saying nothing, Jiggy. Your shit quiet as a motherfucker. What you looking like over there? You quiet as a motherfucker. We playing Madden. You 3-2? He be playing. I'm 7-2. I'm fucking them niggas up a little bit. There you go. Man, they gonna drop the Jetta or what, bro? Y'all trash for that. I guess that was the little money I would have fucking.
need a bridge. Stay hustling at the ends. Make money for the kids. Ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up and put the sins. I need a 10. Stay money to the dead. Yeah, alright. This ain't rap music. This straight.
Give me another one. It's almost 11. Yeah. You gotta get up in the morning, huh? I gotta get up in the morning too. Not as early as you do.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Yeah, they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Griffin. Got a man complete. Calvin Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Griffin on 1st down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. A throw left side complete to Harold Carmichael. And they'll work this down inside the 30. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4-4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this.
And he's got him. Touchdown, Saints.
Calvin Johnson, 29 yards. And the Saints put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Open man is the Hall of Famer Dave Casper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for first and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get that to his tight end, Casper. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. Touchdown! Chase Claypool, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
Kevin Hester on return. The Saints take over first down 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got Hester complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
They'll run with Sanders. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. Oh, design run for their wideout. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
A lot can go wrong
when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Flush to his right, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Gano's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throwing partner. The defense have other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And again, it's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack it back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Right side, Claypool's got it. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Allen now on 1st down.
Going right back to Michael Thomas. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Allen going to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. What's good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Griffin. This one taken in by Hester. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good. First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Griffin. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's Tracy Porter with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Pulls it in at the 13. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Griffin. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Touchdown, Saints! Kyle Pitts from 19 yards away. And the Saints take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gano the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Get the fuck out of here, nigga. I run New Orleans, nigga. The fuck out of here, nigga. Let you get that shit, me trying to blitz that man. Fuck all that. Let me get him out the play. Get that nigga out the play, nigga. Yeah, I don't know what my little partner was thinking about. I tried to rationalize it to him. When he came with his rationalize, I left it alone because I see ain't no talking to you. You done put in your head. Sometimes you just gotta leave shit alone, bro. The motherfucker that made their mind up, I'm learning to leave it alone, bro. Why wouldn't you take the money? And you talking about that's gonna pay for your TV, nigga? $300 on your TV ain't paying for it. Now who paying for your TV? Come on, man. You gotta take that. You gotta take that, dude. Don't be crazy.
Look at this. 3 plus 8 equals 11. Draw a line to the matching number. Match it over here.
Man, you got greedy. Some people do. Them bookies ain't no fucking dummies. Them bitches know what they doing for real. Now who done been smashing my TVs?
The same thing. 8 plus 3 and 10 plus 3 is 15. That's the same thing.
You gotta take you out, man. He mad. He ain't gonna say it, but he mad.